Do you like climbing 3 ladders a ton? Because we're gonna climb those 3 ladders like 9 times in total.
Dude, I love climbing 3 ladders a ton. That's
So-
literally all I do.
I guess they put another reason they put no guards here is because they don't want you to have to backtrack, like do the same stealth stuff a ton. But I still wish Rex's lair was like an actual area instead of just climb some ladders, a bunch. Or at least maybe like add 2 rooms that Rex isn't in, and you have to stealth the way through that. And then once you get to Rex's lair, you can like unlock another door to like go out the back way to make it faster to get where you need to go, so you don't have to go through the stealth rooms again. I just wish there's more stealth rooms in this game. I've said that a ton, but we haven't seen any in like a couple hours.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, so this is the big flaw of the game, is the second half has, well, there's 2 backtracking sections that kind of suck, and the second half of the game is like no stealth. And it's short.
It's just walk back and forth.
Yeah, those are like the 3 things called out in reviews. It doesn't really matter, because the game's still like legendary and awesome and completely memorable experience and unique and all that good stuff. It's just, there's some flaws that couldn't be corrected.
Yeah. Nothing's perfect, but it's pretty close.
Except for Metal Gear Solid 3. That game's perfect.
Oh yeah?
They fixed all the gameplay issues in that game.
What's with all the flashing? Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't understand why there's like 50 cameras on that wall. It feels very video gamey, which is weird. So much care is put in the other parts to make it feel like real places.
Right.
Like, one fun fact is like, I think every desk you see in the game, just in like offices and stuff, is like they don't reuse the same desk model. There's just like a unique model with like different stuff on it and like laid out in different ways. Because Kojima was like,
Oh.
there's no point in making a world if the player doesn't think it's real. So he does all these crazy stuff,
Cool.
crazy details.
That's cool. Also, I thought we were gonna have to go all the way outside. I didn't realize we just come here.
No, yeah, we got the freezer. We just gotta
There you go.
let it get cold. I don't know if there's a way to make it get cold faster, like not moving or moving. But there's Raven's not body still there.
It's a freaking giant F-16 fight.
Yeah, it's big gun. I said before, I think Raven's underrated. Part of that is because you immediately forget about him because of Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
And most people, you kind of remembered it, forget about the fact he kind of tells us something interesting about how Decoy Octopus was the DARPA chief.
Well, I completely forgot about that until he said it the second time. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
well,
yeah.
I think Liquid or Ocelot also mentions Octopus.
Right.
when we
Well,
spy on
I
him.
remember at the beginning, Naomi mentions Decoy Octopus. And earlier, I was trying to count through all the characters. Like, have we seen Decoy Octopus? What happened to him? I don't remember him at all. And that's why I don't remember him.
Yeah, he's literally mentioned in the very opening, like before the title screen of the game, when Campbell's kind of just like doing the short briefing, like short intro, and he's like talking about all the members of Foxhound. I think that's the only time he's ever mentioned before Raven brings him up.
Mm.
Before the title screen. So yeah, he's easy to forget about. The real question is, why would he disguise himself as the DARPA chief, and what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
But to remember that, we'd have to remember what the DARPA chief told us, and that was like the first hour of the game, so... And we have too much other stuff on our mind, so whatever. We'll figure it out later. I doubt it was important.
What you mean by what the DARPA chief told us? You mean what Decoy Octopus told us? Pretending
Yeah,
to be
like
the DARPA chief?
what did Foxhound, I guess, want us to know or not know? Like, what did he say that we took his word for that we should maybe be questioning now, I guess is the real question.
Right.
Which most people playing this game will not remember, because they probably won't even think about Octopus because he gets brought up and moved on from very quickly. But even if they do remember that and are trying to like crack the mystery, it's like that was so long ago and so much has happened since then that it's just hard to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and the part of the reason Octopus impersonates the chief and like dies off before we really see him is in the original plan for the character, he was like disguised himself as people. They wanted a boss fight where he like disguises himself as other people, other characters, kind of like moves around a lot. But the technology wasn't really there for that at all, and that idea actually gets brought up and reused in Metal Gear Solid 4, where you fight someone who can change their appearance.
That's cool.
It's actually pretty cool in that game. probably one of the better fights in that game.
Alright. So when you say a really long time, how long is a really long time?
A really long time. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, when I tested it out, when I was curious to see what would happen, it felt like it took like at least 15-20 minutes for the car to go back to normal.
Gotcha.
Okay, there goes.
Like, you're in no danger of it not getting back here fast enough and it turning back to normal.
Nice. Off to the boiler room.
I wish we could just like light it up, get a lighter out, heat it up that way. But I think Snake cigarettes are like lighterless or something. I think they mentioned on the codec call. You like bend them to start them. I don't remember.
That's cool.
Maybe I'm thinking of another Metal Gear game, but I don't think he doesn't have a lighter on him. I don't think.
Can you just light the cigarette? You need that?
Because I know.
It's probably not as warm as the boiler room. Oh, that was rude.
Yeah, that's true. That one poor guy gets sniped like 5 times.
Is that all you do? Is just snipe them when you see them?
It's like the only place in the game you can use a sniper rifle on a normal guard.
Hmm.
I just imagine like 3 dudes have died there, and the guards are just like sitting in the break room, like, all right, Jerry, you're up. You're next. You gotta go there. There's playing like rock paper scissors for who has to go to the death spot.
Yeah, drawing straws.
Furnace is a lot farther away than the freezer. Oh, this is actually one of the few, arguably the only area Twin Snakes, the remake that I hate, is better at. In the Twin Snakes, you can like hang and like have the ability to like hang and kind of like climb on stuff in that game.
Okay.
And do some Metal Gear Solid 2. And in Twin Snakes, in this area, there's like a wire you can climb across, and there's 3 pipes, and one has liquid nitrogen in it, and one of them has like really hot steam, and you can shoot it and just stand there and the car gets cold that way and hot that way. So you don't actually have to leave Rex's lair.
Well, they're useful.
So yeah, it speeds this up a ton and pretty much cuts it out if you know where it is. That's like the only good thing about Twin Snakes. Which is why I haven't bothered showing it off in here in this playthrough. Oh hey, there's guards in this area now.
Oh my goodness, they gave you a stealth room.
I know. Also, this and the armory, the level design in those rooms just like put a bunch of boxes, just some rectangles and some guards, and that's it. Like, it would not have been difficult to give us more stealth. It's not like super intense level design. Just plot 4 crates in a room and I'm good. That's all I need.
Are playing around with them on purpose?
No, I almost got caught there.
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to like knock on walls effectively to distract them, and instead they just like let them all to me, and I barely escaped.
Okay. That's all knocking on walls. And you're just playing around having fun without intentional.
We gotta climb or ride these extremely slow elevators again.
Also, how do you get inside of Rex? I didn't see like anything like a cockpit or a
There's
door
a
to get in
cockpit
there.
that opens up. I think it's closed now.
Okay. I figured that would be another way to disable the nuke. You just like drop it off the railgun.
Well, our original plan before, like earlier, I think after the torture room or something, Campbell's like, alright, just forget about the keys, you don't have time, just destroy Rex itself.
Right.
But now we're back to the keys. So what I'm guessing will happen is we'll disable the nuke part, but we still have to actually like fight Rex, you know. Because obviously we gotta fight it. We gotta have a boss fight with that.
Obviously, yeah.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Die?
No. Fox Die. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, FoxDie kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the FoxDie vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
So we just not gonna worry about that?
I mean, what can we do? We can't
Find the
control
vaccine? Alright. I guess we're
We've-
young and healthy. We're not an old person.
it. Nah, I'm sure. Snake's got a long time before he will get old.
Mm-hmm.
We finally learned what happened to the DARPA chief and Baker. That was a weird thing that happened at the start of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Finally gets resolved. Man, Miller really came around for us. He started off just telling us about rats. Now he's like the only guy we can.
Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, the whole FoxDie thing's kind of thrown in there at the last second, but very important.
Does anything exciting happen on these elevators? Or we
Nope.
just kind of go up and down?
Yeah, I feel like the one. Remember when we fought those guys in the elevator?
I do remember
I
that.
feel like that should have been saved for this part. But nope.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
just waiting.
Alright.
What item I'm looking for? Oh, there's no mines in this one. But you
Just
can
in
never be
case.
too sure. Oh, finally, I think we're back in the blast furnace.
Now, the game seems pretty linear, where one room
Yep.
goes to another, goes to another, on a bunch of
Yeah,
loops.
it's
Is it
extremely
accurate, or I
linear.
just don't remember how everything is? What?
Yeah, it's extremely linear.
Okay.
Especially the second half. Like, the earlier parts, at least you go in an elevator and have, like, the option between floor 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's one you had to go in to make progress, but you could go to the other one if you want. But now it's just straight through.
Okay.
One exit per room. And I'm trying to get this ration. I don't want to fall in the lava. Turns out,
Like that?
yeah. It's very hard
got the
not to fall in
ration.
the lava.
So how does that work? Oh no, you have to go
don't-
back to where you last saved, don't you?
No, it just starts you at the
No?
start of the room.
Really? Is that how
Yeah,
it
that's
always
what the
works?
continue does. It's just Ocelot takes away your ability to continue during the torture, which is why you have to go back to your last save.
So what's the point of saving the game?
If you have to turn it off.
An enemy spy?
Gotcha.
Can't believe it.
Also, I'm going
I
to try
don't
to
want to believe it either, but
make the backtracking more interesting by having codex going on at the same time.
Campbell, you've got to concentrate on re-inputting that detonation.
I was gonna say, that looks kind of weird. What was going on there?
Yeah, my editing wasn't flawless. I see now I probably should have moved it to the right a little
So
more.
Naomi's a spy, just like I thought.
Yeah, that's
Campbell
good.
is hiding something too. But that's okay. FoxDie is a virus, a biological.
I don't know why there has to be a
There
vaccine.
must be a vaccine. We can worry about getting that later, Snake. But right now, you've got to focus on re-inputting those detonation codes, okay? Now you've got to warm the key up.
Yeah, they're not saying anything interesting.
What about Naomi?
Sorry, Snake.
I'm still investigating.
How do you check if the key's hot or cold?
It will turn red in the item screen when it's hot and yellow when it's normal. So you just have to open up your item menu.
Alright.
Thrilling.
Yep. How's your day today?
I just woke up. I haven't done much yet. Not just woke up, but I've only been out like 2 hours.
You said you were just finishing breakfast. I was like, oh, I thought 10:30 was going to be kind of late. I didn't realize that was breakfast time.
I got up at like 9.
Yeah, same.
I just didn't eat.
Same. Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think what plot threads are left. I guess the only major plot thread left that like we still want answers for is the ninja.
Oh, I forgot the ninja even existed.
Yeah, we haven't seen him at all since this boss fight.
That's true. The ninja.
We learned
I
what
still don't
happened
know
with
if
the
Naomi's
weird heart
actually a
attacks.
spy.
Oh yeah.
They just kind of showed up, and I feel like there's a resolution there. Ocelot's still alive.
That's true.
Of course, Liquid in the throne room. I keep going with that. Do we call the Foxhound people?
I think Ocelot and Liquid only Foxhound people
Yeah.
left.
Meryl's still alive. So,
For now, yeah.
you gotta wrap that up.
The ninja, I guess one reason it doesn't have a huge impact is because he was not a late addition to the game, but he wasn't in the original plan. I will continue this part later.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Well, Campbell got real villainous all of a sudden.
So, Campbell sucks. And Naomi's a terrorist, but she's not working with the Foxhound terrorist. She's her own kind of terrorist in her own little thing.
Yeah, she's separate from them. Wants revenge.
Okay. Alright. Well, that was an interesting phone call.
Yeah, we got to hear more of Enclosure, the song that plays when Sniper Wolf dies. So that's always good.
I heard that in the background. I was moving.
So, Grey Fox / the Cyborg Ninja wasn't originally part of
Colonel,
Kojima's plan for this game. He just saw Yoji Shinkawa, the character artist designer, drawing a doodle of like a ninja one day, and was like, "That's cool. I'm gonna put that in the game."
Please believe that.
I think that's how the story goes. I could be saying that wrong, but I know it was Shinkawa's idea for the
Get
ninja.
to the control room.
But it's not like he was a late addition to the game or anything, because the earliest E3 trailer for this game in like 1996 that may or may not have been running on real PlayStation hardware, it has the only characters in that are Snake, Ocelot, and the Ninja. So he was around for a while, but
But I'm not a computer.
not a late addition, just not part of the
My
original
grandfather
plan.
taking part in the Manhattan Project.
Gotcha.
My father being
I just
born on
wonder
the day of the
who came
Hiroshima
first,
bomb.
Naomi or Grey Fox, for
Hated
this
every part
game,
of that.
because would she have
My
just been a
name,
generic
my
scientist,
father,
or
my grandfather. It felt like all
was she
those
added
things
for
were
the
a ball
revenge
and
angle
chain
first,
around
or
my
that's
legs,
come about later?
dragging me
We don't know.
down. Now that I think about
Also, I like
it,
Otacon's
I
conversation
realize
here.
that I was blessed.
We kind of talked over
At
it.
least I know who I am, where I came from. But Dr. Naomi didn't even know who her parents were, what her real name was. She must have been a very lonely little girl.
Otacon.
Sorry, Snake. I guess right now you should focus on re-inputting those PAL codes.
Dang, everybody's so emotional in this operation.
So Naomi used Fox dye to take
Except
her
for Miller.
revenge on you.
Yeah, no, doesn't care.
But she said she wasn't the one who made the decision to use it. According to her, it was just one part of this operation.
If this goes all the way up to Campbell, it might not be so easy to get that vaccine. Oh well, forget about it.
I think how Miller's like, you gotta get the vaccine. Oh, it's Campbell? Never mind, yeah,
I'm
you're
going to
screwed.
ask you
Sorry,
one more
buddy.
time.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Fox Dye and the real nature of this operation?
Sorry, I have not been told anything about that.
That's funny. The Colonel said almost exactly the same thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound sarcastic. I believe you.
I say, I like Nastasha. Chill out,
And
man.
she's innocent.
She's cool.
Hurry up and
She
get
still
to
just
the
about
control
nukes.
room. Input that last key.
Miller's
Oh,
heading
yeah, she
out.
took her
He's
call.
he's done
That's
talking to
amazing.
us. Just
Hurry to the control room.
get to the control room.
Yeah. That's a good call.
How can I help, Snake?
I thought you'd say something more interesting about Naomi, but nope.